Hey, welcome back to Sip, Spill, and Solve, the podcast where we are two girlfriends with one bottle and zero qualifications trying to untangle life's wildest mysteries.
And tonight, our sip is giving us classy, oh yes, on a budget, Winking Owl Chardonnay.
Well, actually, that's my bad because I put Chardonnay, but it's actually a Riesling.
Okay, that's good.
No, I'm sorry. It's a Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
Yes. And we have to say the reason that I'm already tipsy is because we had to record this week our episodes like at 8 a.m.
Crack of dawn to us.
Crack of dawn. And it's just been the time change. And so here we are like having to like drink first thing in the morning.
Yes.
And like an idiot, I have no food in my stomach.
No, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking.
I don't know either. So forgive us in advance. But anyway, so this is straight from Aldi.
Okay.
I know. Now, let me just give you a little history on this, if you don't mind. The Aldi's in Pennsylvania obviously don't sell alcohol. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't say obviously, but they don't sell alcohol.
Right.
But in other states, of course, they do. You know, So I was introduced to the Winking Owl brand from Aldi when I moved to Chicago.
Okay.
You know, and so anyway, with Trader Joe's, they call it $2 Chuck.
Right.
Well, Trader Joe's and Aldi's are owned by brothers.
Correct.
Right? So I think it's all the same wine.
Yeah.
But anyway, before I tell you how much this costs, I want you to give me your feedback. This is a white, which I picked because Jean likes white.
Yes, I do like white. I like it. I think we've talked about this. This would be excellent if I had orange juice and we make a mimosa this morning. Just saying.
I put a little bit of fruit in there to make us feel better.
But I like it. I do.
It's amazing how yummy it is.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like Ed and I, when we used to, with Archetype Glass, we used to do wine and cheeses.
Yeah.
And so sometimes if we were feeling a little bit spunky, it was a big firm, we wanted to mix it up. We would buy several different kinds of wines, put them in brown paper bags.
Love it.
Label them. And then have the designers and architects like judge which is their favorite,
right?
Whatever. 9 times out of 10, I kid you not, it came up with this Aldi brand or the Trader Joe's brand.
Too funny.
And guess how much this bottle was?
How much?
$3.45.
I know,
right?
Oh my god!
I don't know. Like, is this like a lost leader for them? Like, do they have good wine that they just sell cheap?
Yeah,
because
maybe.
I don't know. I don't
that
want
could
to
be
too much because I mean the red's the same way. Like, it's not bad,
but Aldi, I go there for cheeses.
Their cheeses are the bomb
so much because you can get things that
you can't find elsewhere. It's amazing. So yes. So anyway, I thought it would be fun.
But $3.45.
Yes. Ed was out in Chicago like last week or so, and he said, "Do you want any of this?" And I'm like, "Oh boy, do I!" Because we've had the expensive Italian.
Yes, we have
all these things, and I thought, we deserved. I think the Winking Owl
deserved
a little bit.
I would say definitely worth buying. Yeah. And I would have to try the red too, because definitely
it's not bad. Now, I do have to say with the red, this is a complete transparency. When Ed brought it home, I opened the bottle and I think I drank like 3/4 of it like in one evening. And I had such a stomach ache.
Okay. Well, good to be honest. So watch. Yeah.
So, I mean, it was good, but I wouldn't binge on it necessarily.
Right.
And I'm not a big white fan, but I think this is good.
I think it's very good. Yeah. So $3.40.
Yeah. So we're thinking that and it's Christmas light, we should say what the flavors are. It's Yeah, it's very light.
Very light.
It's very late to have a wine. If you're gonna have a wine at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
This is the one to go for. So basically, this is tonight's wine. This is like Bonny Lee Bakley in a bottle.
Yes.
Cheap. With an expensive taste.
Yeah, there you go. And that's going to be our main story today.
I know.
But before that,
let's get into our dumb criminal.
Yes.
We haven't done this. Okay.
I was just going to say, welcome back to our original format.
Yes.
We had fun going off the grid and doing
a little bit of the paranormal. Lizzie Borden and things that still kind of haunt me.
Yeah. But yeah, a few weeks of that. But it's nice to go back to our original, having dumb criminals.
I know. I kind of miss our dumb criminals. Yeah. And you know what? And I find that there's no like lack of them. You know what I mean? Like, I think we could go for years on these dumb criminals. But so, who's the genius this time? I have to ask you.
Yes. Meet Joseph Getz. Okay.
I don't know. The only reason I say Getz, and I don't mean to correct you, is I knew somebody's last name was spelled that way, and I'm pretty sure it was Getz.
Okay.
But who knows? Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. And he's from, we have to take, not a Floridian, York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, gulp. I'm going to take a gulp of wine. So it's a hometown boy.
Yes.
Yep.
And Joseph decided to rob a bank.
Oh, okay.
So he walks right up to the teller, and he was feeling a little dramatic and dangerous.
Okay. And she, the teller,
she passed out.
She faints. Which is so be me. I used to be a teller. Did you work in the bank?
I never worked in a bank. No.
When we're always like, would have like meetings about what to do if somebody came in to rob you or whatever. And I used to joke, it doesn't matter what you're going to tell me because I'm going to faint.
Yeah.
So she was me.
So she fainted. And then he goes to another teller, and that one did not have money.
It said her drawer was empty.
Her drawer was empty. So
which is amazing to me. I'm like, how's anybody's drawer empty? Having been a teller, the only way your drawer is empty is if you're just starting in the morning.
And maybe that was it.
I mean, and not even then, you pull it's like a insert, and you put that, and you count your money at the end of the day, you reconcile it, and then you put it like in a shelf, in the safe. Anyway, she had no money. Somehow she had no money.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to overthink that. Then it goes to the third teller.
Yeah. And no money. It's like
they just open.
Yeah.
It had to have been.
It had to have been, because 2 tellers without
money is unheard of.
Yeah. And the first one's probably on the floor fainting, still laying on the floor, just fainted. Okay.
Oh, stop it. So now I stand in there, right? Full robber mode. Yeah. And there's literally no money to steal. So he gets fed up, storms out, and threatens to, all right, you ready for this? Write an angry letter to the bank. So it wasn't like, I'll be back. Have money, which even that is stupid.
Yeah.
Right. But he's like, I'm going to write an angry letter. I wonder if his name was Karen. No,
I'm kidding. Yeah. And he wanted to file a complaint. I mean,
I tried to rob your bank and you had no money.
Yeah. And a teller fainted.
And she fainted. Like, rude. Don't you train your employees better? It's great.
He couldn't even rob a bank.
He was the world's first passive aggressive bank robber. It's crazy. I know. So $0 stolen, but there was like 100% humiliation in that. So
the moral of the story, I guess, is maybe crime doesn't pay, especially when the drawers are empty or first thing in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah, don't do it. I could tell you exactly what to rob a bank, but I'm not going to.
Right.
Just because of having worked in a bank, but seriously, it's and if the tellers keep fainting on you, there's nothing you can do.
No. What are
you going to do? Wake up! I know. I have a brilliant idea. If you're going to rob a bank, bring smelling salts.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Am I so smart?
Or better yet, don't rob a bank.
Oh, there's that. Oh, Jean, you always have to get so practical.
Yeah, really. Anyway, so our main case tonight is pure Hollywood chaos.
I love Hollywood chaos.
Yes. So,
just like to say this with Hollywood chaos, we were just talking before we turned the mics on about how our Garth Brooks.
Oh, yes.
Has been doing episodes. He, as Garth Brooks, a serial killer, has been killing it.
Yeah.
We're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Well, this is what happens, I think. People Google that, right? You know how you do that?
Yes.
You Google it, and then you go to YouTube or whatever.
And ours comes up.
They probably listen to it. They're like, yeah, nah.
Yeah. Yeah. No. We can't.
No, we're good.
We are ahead of time.
I know. It cracks me up. Oh, my goodness. But yes, So anyways, that's what we're doing out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
We thought, well, hey.
Yeah, and there's a lot in Hollywood that we could pick from,
Yeah,
So
Hollywood is not a great place to be, I would say.
So this one is also from the past.
Okay.
Bonny Lee Bakley.
No. Bakley, not Blakely. Is it Blakely? We just had this conversation because you said, I said Blakely sounds like Robert Blake.
I know, but
Bonny Lee.
Is it Bakley? Okay.
Hold on. It's Bakley.
Okay.
I just was hoping you would do that because you're like, I thought it was Blakely before we turned the mic on. And I'm like, no, it's Robert Blake, but Bonny Bakley. Isn't that weird? Yeah. Like how close their names are.
Yeah.
I know, but I wanted to call her Bonny Lee Bakley. Like I did call, like whenever I had been following this years ago, I called her Blakely.
Well, it's so confusing too because of who she created herself to be.
Yes. So let's go into it.
Yes.
So, let's see here. Let's see.
Set the scene. Go ahead.
Okay. That beginning. So Bonny Lee, she was born in New Jersey in 1956. And she did have a rough start. So she had an alcoholic dad and she's had some like pretty shady early years. I think her parents were strict. Do you remember reading that or hearing that? That her parents were very strict but they were abusive. And so she did not grow up having any kind of like self-esteem, that type of thing. And that she actually, I forget when they moved, but they moved to this place that was near a nudist colony. Did you read this or hear this?
I did read she was in a nudist colony.
Yeah, well, she wasn't in it. So she was like, there's varying reports of how old she was. Some say she was like 13, 10, 15, whatever. But they would invite like the local neighborhoods, kids or whatever to come to these swim parties at this nudist colony. But they would say these are fully closed events, right? So Bonny Lee and her sister, they were very poor and they would go and swim because it was free and they could swim. Well, they get there and then everybody's naked.
Yeah.
Right. And so they are told that they have to strip after coming a couple times as well. So, I mean, it's just all blah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that, and that Bonny Lee's family, the only people that actually like made them, I don't know, it's not excited, but just say what was successful was famous people. They were fascinated with like famous people on TV.
Yeah, which a lot of people are. Yeah. So that's normal. It's just what you do with it too.
Exactly. Just I'm saying that as like a baseline for why possibly, Bonny was the way she was. Because she craved attention from a very early age.
Yeah.
She didn't get it from her parents. She knew that the only way that she could get attention in her mind was to like maybe become famous herself.
Right.
Which is so sad. It's little kids. Anyway.
I don't get sad over when people hear the story of who she is.
I know.
I'm sorry. I don't think excuses do the picture. To me. Me, because there's a lot more people who've had.
You go, girl. You talk about it.
All I'm going to say is then she made her way to Hollywood. And well, this is after years and years of marrying. How many men did she marry? I read she married like
10.
And she she swindled them. She was a shyster.
Right. She was what you call a grifter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a new term. I never really heard of that, but people have been using it. So she ended up going out to Hollywood, and she thought she could sing. I heard one thing.
I heard one song. But before that, she was from originally Arkansas. Or isn't that where her family had lived?
Ended up. Yeah.
So even before Hollywood, across the United States, she targeted older men, and she pretty much took all their money.
Well, not all their money. I think some of them.
All of theirs.
I think she So she went to Barbizon.
Yeah.
Did you read that or
Yeah.
listen to that? She went to Barbizon modeling school because she
Yeah.
couldn't sing, she couldn't act. She tried. And then she was in like 2 kind of like low rent B movies or whatever as like bit parts. And she just wasn't good.
Right.
So I think she decided at that point that the only way that she was going to get fame was to kind of like hitch herself to somebody else's star.
Yeah.
But so what she did creatively was, back in the day before there was the internet, you had like ads that you could post in like men's magazines.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like Playboy, Hustler, or whatever. And she would advertise, and she had all these different aliases of who she was. And then she would send letters, and then they would respond. She would become like pen pals. She'd ask for money. They'd want to meet her. Say, I need money for a bus ticket. They'd send her money, and then all of a sudden she couldn't go because her sister was sick. So she really, she was like the first like
she catfish
madam.
Yeah. Or I guess
not madam, but
yeah. And she would make so she did. I mean, and that also includes 10 times being married.
Right. Well, her first husband was her first cousin.
Oh yes,
Paul.
Yeah.
And she had 2 children with him. Her first 2 children were with this Paul, which I think is so interesting because I'm like, that's like inbreeding, like first cousins is like, I mean, I think the kids are fine, but it was kind of weird.
Definitely,
so that was her first husband. And then, but I think she just still kept in touch with him even after like she left him. I think he found out what she was doing, wasn't super stoked about that type of thing. I don't know, but she just had this, she had this like obsession with fame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. And so she, made it to Hollywood. Yep. So she was looking for anyone who.
Right. Well, okay. I forgot this. Drinking early in the morning isn't good. Okay. She went to Memphis. And because she was fascinated with Jerry Lee Lewis.
That's when she married her first cousin, too.
Right.
Yeah.
But so she was hitching her star to Jerry Lee Lewis's star.
Yeah.
And then she got pregnant and she told Jerry Lee Lewis that it was his baby. Now, Jerry Lee Lewis was married at the time. So I don't know. She thought that he would leave his wife for her. And so then she had this baby and then she ended up taking the baby back and she named the baby Jerry Lee Lewis. Do you remember that? It's a girl.
I didn't hear
it. It was a girl, and she named the girl Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah.
What the hell? And it was not Jerry Lee Lewis's baby. Like they did a DNA test. It was probably Paul's because they were separated, but I think they still saw each other. So she sent the baby back to live with Paul. Then she moves to Hollywood.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
So then what she sets her eyes on, she started dating Brando, Christian Brando, who actually he made fame because he's Marlon Brando's son.
Yeah.
And he had been in prison for a while because he had, and I was intrigued by this case, but he had shot his sister's boyfriend. But that was self-defense. That's a whole different case.
Yes. They're saying it was.
But he had been, but she set her sights on him and started writing letters to him when he was in prison.
Right. And sending him nudie photos.
Yeah.
So let's not say she was sending nude photos to all these men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like I can't imagine the work involved in that. And back in the day, they said that there's some years she made $300,000. Can you imagine?
No, because she really wasn't that attractive
I was just going to say.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'll put it out there.
I kept looking at pictures trying to see what people saw. Maybe she had a great body.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel so bad. I'm sorry. But I didn't want to be.
She must have been good in bed because she.
I thought the same thing. We're so mean.
I know.
Let's
be truthful.
I could be a catty girl.
Google her picture. Let other people be catty too.
I'll put her picture. I'll put a picture of her up there, and you can and we can do a poll.
Yeah.
Do you think Bonny Lee Bakley is attractive or not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
But you guys never interact with us, so we'll never know.
Yeah. But I guess maybe, and I was even thinking because it was like what these two late or 90s.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, that's still not attractive.
I mean, she still had the big hair and stuff like that. But when she was younger, maybe she was cuter. I don't know. I hate to be those people, but yeah, you said it, Jeannie. You said what I was so funny. Anyway, so she got pregnant after Christian got out of prison, and they did hook up. And she was also with Marlon, not Marlon. That's when she met Robert Blake as well.
Yes.
And she had met him at, I think it was at a jazz club.
A party. But at a jazz club, yes.
And I guess they had like an immediate connection because Robert Blake, so he was known as in our gang, he was in the Little Rascals, which we all know and love with Panky and Alfalfa and Buckwheat, you know. And so he was like had been a child star, but he had also been abused by his dad.
Yeah.
So his dad had taken him to Hollywood to become, that's when child, stars was very popular, but I think he resented because Robert, his name was Mickey something at the time.
Yeah.
He was supporting the family. This child who was 5 years old.
Yeah.
He was supporting the family. I think the dad felt some kind of way and needed to humiliate him.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm the big dog here, you're not. So he would actually take him outside like on a dog leash and make him walk like a dog and drag him.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's just a horrible. And I thought, wasn't the mother and father sexually abusing, or they took pictures of Robert Blake at a young age,
I don't know about
something?
That.
It was, he was really abused.
Yes. And I think that's what he and Bonnie had in common. She was abused. He was abused. And he genuinely kind of like, he liked her. They connected. But I had heard that they were like hot and heavy. Like they didn't even make it to the car after they met each other.
Yeah.
And they were like sex
on the way to her hotel room.
Yeah.
So they met this night. And so she was pretty much also dating Christian. But then she set her sights at this party on Robert Blake.
Because he was a big celebrity and he was Beretta.
Yes. Which was a very popular show in the 70s.
It was. But guess what? He was not happy. Like he went on after Little Rascals to be in a couple other like really successful films. Like he was in a lot of films.
Yeah.
But he missed a role in, can't remember the name of the movie, but Dustin Hoffman got the role. And then from then on, his kind of like movie star celebrity kind of started to wane. Like he was really like, he was a good guest on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. That he was funny. Because he was very disrespectful of the man, you know what I mean? Like anybody that bossed him around.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah. And I think he had a temper. I do. So
yes, he was not fun to work with.
He was
evidently.
Not. Yes.
And so I think he took Beretta. The minute he signed the contract, he was upset because I think being a TV star was like slumming it for him. So he said, you work on a TV series either when you're on your way up or your way down.
Yeah.
So definitely for him, he felt that it was on his way down.
Yes.
But he had made millions.
Oh, yeah.
And Bonnie knew this. She had done research on him beforehand because her grandmother, I think it was, loved Robert Blake.
Okay.
In Beretta.
Which probably,
Yeah. And she loved him on The Tonight Show. And I think that Bonnie, there was like a win-win for her. She could have her grandmother love her because she would bring home a celebrity. She wanted to attach herself to a celebrity.
She wanted the money.
That's what she wanted. But this whole time, she never stopped her catfishing business.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? I think she even hired people to like open letters. Like she was very, very good at what she did with manipulating men. Very good. To get that kind of money back in that day when people
without the internet.
Yes. And so when you said about she being married 10 times, like she would get married, right? And then she would like take their money and be gone the next day.
Yeah.
Like it was just like
she was
a piece of work.
Yeah.
And she did get arrested.
Yes. Yes.
And charged with a felony. And she was on probation.
In Arkansas.
Yes. So she was not supposed to leave the state of Arkansas. No. So anyway, go back to, so she and Robert hit it off and then.
Yes. And then they started dating or seeing each other on a regular basis. So she was actually playing both. And who knows who else she was.
Right.
Anyway, she became pregnant and she actually had been taking a pill and telling Robert Blake and Christian Brando that she was on the pill.
Yes.
So, but it was a pill. I'm not.
The fertility pill.
Yeah. So she was taking. She knew what she was doing,
and was going to trap one man or the other.
Yeah.
I don't think she cared which one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Marlon Brando. Though.
No. The whole Brando family. I wouldn't mess with.
I would not mess with.
Why would this guy was like Christian? He killed somebody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm having Marlon Brando, the Godfather.
I can't even do the Godfather imitation, but I would if I could right now. I don't even know what a word is.
And he has connections.
Yeah.
He has connection. All of these old Hollywood stars had not so shady because you're talking the mob. You're talking
all the things. So so when she gets pregnant, she tells both of them that they're their baby
because she didn't know.
She didn't know because she's sleeping with them both. Yeah, because Christian's out of prison, obviously.
That's the kind of person she was.
Right.
Anyone who doesn't know who the father of her baby is, right there's a red flag.
And if you've been married 10 times, that should be a huge red flag.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Seriously. Now, I did hear, I don't know if you heard this, but that she was a good mother to her children.
I did not hear that.
That she was a good mother and that she was a good wife to Paul in the beginning. She probably didn't know how.
Well, he was family. Mother. He was her first cousin. I'm sorry.
Her family. But I think I know that she cared about her kids, even though she sent her kids to live with Paul. I think that's interesting. You know what I mean? But she had other business to tend to, which was capturing Robert Blake.
Yeah.
So she has the baby. She names the baby. It's a little girl, Christian Brando.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so then,
because she still doesn't know whose baby,
right, and she told, and when Robert found out she was pregnant, he was pissed.
Yes,
because he was 67.
Yes,
did not want any other children.
No,
and she told him she was on the pill.
Yeah, she told him and Christian, and she also did on phone call recordings that she would get an abortion.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so she also was telling him, "I will get an abortion."
Right.
Yeah.
And then she didn't.
Yes. So then I think also she was trying to sell it off as Christian's baby.
Right. Until Robert saw pictures of the baby and the baby looked just like Robert.
Yes.
Evidently. So then I don't know exactly what happened, but he's like, this is my baby. I want a DNA test.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So they got the DNA. It turns out it was Robert Blake's daughter.
Yep.
So then they changed the name
and her name was Rosie.
Yes. So then though she left and went back to Arkansas
with the baby.
And
I can understand. He said he didn't want the baby.
No, he didn't want the baby at the time.
Yeah.
So she's in Arkansas. Well, then I guess he had a change of heart, or when they discovered it was his. So, and I love this story.
If you're going to tell the one I'm thinking you're going to tell, it's awesome.
So he started talking to her on the phone, and long story short, he asked her to come and bring the baby to Hollywood. So he had a whole nursery set up, his house. He was hiring nannies and everything. He had the money. He was going to take care of the baby. And he kind of did a reverse and kind of said, you know what? Let's get married. Let's
Well, okay. I had heard this is what our new t-shirt should be. I had heard that so what he did is, so he knew that she was not allowed to leave Arkansas.
Yes.
Because of her parole.
Yes.
Right? And he knew this.
Yes.
So he had her come out there, right? Had her all like the nannies, the nursery. She's thinking that this is beautiful and this is wonderful.
Yeah.
And then he takes her out to lunch.
Yeah, I didn't finish my story. That's what I was setting up for it.
I don't think you're even going to go there. Because, okay, pardon moi. You go.
So anyway, he had her come out there like he was in love with her and he wanted to make it work. And,
yes, you got it.
Yeah. So then he brought her to this. He left the baby at home with nannies and he brought her to breakfast, lunch, whatever. And then to kind of sort of police officers. We're going to say police officers.
Parole officers. I
yes,
think they're
parole officers, but they actually...
That's what she thought they were.
So they came to the table and they actually said, you are under arrest for breaking your parole, leaving the state of Arkansas. Mm-hmm. So they took her to the airport.
They said, you need to leave now.
Yes.
She said, can I get my baby?
Right. So they took her to the airport and she got on the plane and left. And it turns out, though, they weren't even parole officers.
Robert Blake had said the whole thing.
Robert Blake had said one of them was even his lawyer. So anyway, that's what I want. So he kind of,
Yeah. So of course she was panicked because she knew she was breaking the law.
Yeah.
Right. So she goes back with him. But then she finds out that he had pulled the wool over her eyes and she is pissed.
Yes. So she's in Arkansas. He's at home in Hollywood with the baby.
Right. And so he basically kidnapped his own daughter.
Yeah.
And so then she I'm trying to think what the next step was. Oh, she sued him. She
hired a lawyer.
She said that he had kidnapped her baby and that she wanted child support.
Yes.
Which I didn't understand that. Why do you get child support if he has the baby? I don't know.
Yeah.
They weren't even married. So that didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess, go ahead. Do you have the next?
No, go ahead. You go. Yeah.
So then evidently, Robert Blake realizes that, he's going to have to like pay out big money and that type of thing. And so he comes up with another kind of scheme that he's going to ask Bonnie to marry him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she wants. She wants to be married to a celebrity, So she agrees. She signs this huge prenup agreement. So she gets nothing from him if she leaves him or dies, which I think she must have wanted fame more. You know what I mean? Or to be taken care of more.
Yeah. Probably taken care of.
Yeah. So they get married. And then I had heard that on their honeymoon, he made her sleep on the sofa bed.
Yes.
Did you hear that too?
Yes. Yeah.
And she should have known that right then and there that things were not going to be good.
Yeah. So from the get-go, you knew it wasn't, you knew there was no love in that marriage.
Right. Now he's a good actor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure he could have convinced her from that. And so then when they got home, he put her in the house out back in his ranch.
Yes.
And so she was allowed to see the baby only under supervised visits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So during that time, though, I think she was conversing with her sister and she was saying that she was afraid that he was going to kill her. I guess there was a camping trip where he took her camping and one of their friends kind of popped out of the woods. And I guess at that point he was supposed to kill her, but he got cold feet and didn't do it.
Okay. I didn't hear that camping story.
Yeah.
But
and so anyway, so she was fearful. She was fearful for her life. Now, here's where things get interesting. This is where I have my big, I've always had one question, right? That doesn't make any sense to me. So everything I've read and all the podcasts I've listened to never address this issue, right? So they're at it with each other. They don't, you know what I mean? They kind of hate each other.
Yeah.
Right. So then he takes her to dinner to his favorite place called Vitello's.
Yes.
Right. And, parks their car.
No, not Natello's. What's it?
Vitello's.
Vitello's,
That's
yes.
Nutella. It's like, I'm hungry. I want some Nutella. Vitello's.
Yes.
Vitello's, yeah.
His favorite restaurant.
Right, which there's even a dish named after him. Like it's a la Blake, something a la Robert Blake, whatever. Yeah. Okay, whatever. There's not even any protein in it. It's like spinach, tomato, and pasta. Anyway, so and he parks like a block and a half away.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, there was parking, and there was parking space. Yeah, parking spaces.
And this was his favorite restaurant. He was known there. He went there all the time. This is in Studio City.
Yeah.
And I've actually been to Studio City, so it's not that big of a place.
No, it's not.
It's very nice.
It is.
A lot of little ranches, which is weird because we stayed in one as an Airbnb.
Yeah,
but it was so cool. It was like this little ranch, but it's in the middle of town.
Yeah.
It was weird. And people on horses, their stop signs are higher so the horses can go under. Anyway, here's my question. Why would she agree to go out to dinner with him when they were at such odds?
Well, he probably also was like, you know what? Let's talk about our future. Let's talk about our money. Oh, yeah.
There had to be.
He's an actor. And again, she's desperate. So she's willing to
Which is what, okay, so we'll continue with the story. Then let's go back to that.
So I can see that.
Okay. So they have dinner.
Yes.
And they go to the car. It's dark. There's a dumpster there. It's like near a construction site. And all of a sudden he says, oops, I forgot my gun at the restaurant, because he always carries a handgun.
Yes.
He's saying because she was afraid that because she married Robert Blake and she was like a public persona now, that men who she had scammed out of money were going to come and hurt her.
Right.
Right. So he said that's the reason he was carrying a weapon.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I kind of, again, she messed with Christian Brando. You're talking Marlon Brando. So, the Godfather.
I know. She had a lot of enemies.
She had a lot. And that's just, she also scammed a lot of people a lot of money. So, there's a lot of other.
But listen to this. Okay. All right. Okay. So, first of all, he goes to the restaurant. He comes back. She's been shot twice.
Yes.
That's what happened, right? What are the odds that in that little window of time where you're like, oops, I forgot my gun, you go, you're parked in the dark, and then you come back and your wife is dead.
Yeah.
I mean, even if somebody was watching her and wanted to kill her, that's just weird. That's just like that's a coincidence. That's not.
So he goes in, he looks for his gun, he comes out after they had a nice meal. And he finds her dead, slumped over in the car. So then he starts this whole
panicking thing. And,
yeah. That's what I was.
And I did listen to a podcast. We'll have to give it credit in the show notes. And I can't think what it's called right now. Oh, I wish I could think of the name of it. But anyway, this guy, he just went through with the autopsy results of Bonny Lee. Guess what? She had no food in her stomach. So that leads me to believe that things were tense at the restaurant.
Probably.
Why would you not eat?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're at a nice place.
Yes.
Maybe she refused to eat the a la Robert Blake. I don't know. But she didn't have a lot of alcohol in her system or drugs, anything like that.
Yeah. So also what's coming back is, and I'm not sure if you had heard this, is when he went back in to get his gun, because that's why he left her in the car alone, is he said he left his gun on the table.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He needed
one thing. Hold that thought. I had just read this, that when he got in the car initially with her, he rolled down the windows because he was going to smoke a cigarette or a cigar. So he rolls the windows down, then goes back to the restaurant. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So then he went back into the restaurant and they had already bussed his table, and no one really saw him find his gun that he used as an excuse to retrieve it. So no one, the busboy, everyone kind of, that's the excuse why he wasn't in the car, but no one actually saw him retrieve his gun.
Right. Which, okay, this guy is so guilty. Like if he didn't do it, which, I mean, he did have gun residue on him, but he said it was because he was shooting his gun earlier that day. By the time, there's so many like goof ups in the crime scene thing. It's like they should have done a gunshot residue test on him right away. He had time, they said, like to wipe his hands in the grass, wipe it through.
He was there. There are pictures of him wiping it on his shirt, his hands on his shirt. Now, again, whether that's a nervous reaction, you can think that, but
exactly. And then they found the gun later in the dumpster that there at the construction site, which is a really amateur move. But if you're in a panic or whatever, wiped clean of fingerprints and then doused in motor oil.
Yeah, which is smart.
Smart. And who would know that?
Yeah, I did not know that, because oil takes away
anything.
Evidence.
So that note to you.
Yeah.
Note to any of you would be criminals out there. Motor oil.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Robert Blake. Or
somebody that Robert Blake hired. Which I would tend to believe that he hired somebody to do it. And so I'm going to park here. It's going to be dark. I'm going to bring her out. I'm going to pretend I forgot this. And at this period of time, you do it. The problem was ultimately that, and one of his stuntmen came forward and saying that Robert had approached him about killing his wife in the same exact way as it happened. I think it was. It ultimately, when it went to the jury, it came out there was just not enough evidence to convict. It was all circumstantial.
Yes. Yes. So he was found
He was acquitted, but he wasn't found not guilty.
Right. He was acquitted. But he had spent some time in prison or because the holding.
He was under house arrest. So they did arrest him.
Yes.
Sorry. We got ahead of ourselves. They did arrest him. It was a while later. They arrested him. But then he posted bond because he had the money to do so. But he was under house arrest for over 2 years with an ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And I guess that when he finally went to court, he looked like this little old man.
He
with
had
white
great hair. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would age you.
Yes.
But yeah. So he was found he was acquitted. However, then her Bonny Lee's family took him to court, and they won the civil trial against him because they found him to be guilty.
Yeah.
Which I think is very interesting, and awarded him $30 million.
Right.
And then later it was adjusted to $15 million, but evidently that pretty much bankrupted Robert Blake.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think he's guilty? Yes, but I think there are so many other people who also could have.
They could have, but it would have been that perfect little window of time. I think no. He rolled the windows down, like take a good shot at her. Here's the I'm rolling the windows down. I'm gonna exit stage right. Yeah. Oh, gee, I'm disappointed in you.
Well, no, because also I think she's the type of person you play with fire, you get shot.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Christian Brando did say to her at one point, like you're messing with people, and one day you're going to get shot in the head.
Yes.
So he did. So
he did say that.
What if this? Mm-hmm. What if Robert and Christian got together?
I know. Yeah.
That's not beyond the thought of reasonable.
No, that's I think Robert Blake knew of it.
Yeah.
I think other people were involved in it from what I've read. And
I mean, he wanted her gone.
Yeah. But so did a lot of people want her gone.
Yeah. So that, the moral of the story is don't mess with, but don't mess. I don't know. What would you even say?
Well, I think when you scam so many people, again, it's playing with fire. It's going to catch up to you in the end.
And I think she did know that, but I think, she was manipulative for sure. Did she deserve to be murdered for it? No.
Well, no one deserves that, but yeah.
But karma's a bitch. As if
that's it. That's the perfect.
AKA Lizzie Borden's father. You axe the pigeon. I think that's going to be another t-shirt. Don't axe the pigeons.
Yeah.
Right? And just be like, don't you think that'd be cute? Don't axe the pigeons. Yeah. We chuckle.
So anyway, let us know too what you think.
This was one of the most highly covered celebrity crimes
after
OJ, and the police wanted to get it right because they had so screwed up with OJ and a couple other things in between there. So a lot of people were saying that they were quick to rush to judgment, for Robert.
They kind of messed up some things too, like not getting.
Not getting his trusting his hands immediately.
Making him go to the police station and do right away. So they kind of messed up some things.
Yeah, like he should have had to done a lie detector test. I don't know that he ever had to do that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that. And then also maybe investigate other people too that she had scammed.
Right.
Yeah, so they wanted to get it right. I don't think they.
Yeah, not necessarily, but. Yeah, and I do remember this. I just remember seeing him being whisked away in the car after the jury trial. I don't know why that picture sticks in my head, but I think also child actors, a lot of them have very tragic lives,
especially back then.
Yeah,
because they didn't have they
weren't protected at all.
No. Yeah, Judy Garland, all of them, and Natalie Wood, all of the.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin.
Yes,
I mean that was more current, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Britney Spears, and a lot. It's hard to monitor your children, to be able to be.
And then when you have parents who are kind of using you as that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah. So anyway,
we'll have to find some.
I know.
Anyway, do we want to give an update on the one?
Oh, yes. So we wanted to update on finding Jesse Farber.
Yes.
So they have found his remains.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Yes. Bittersweet. I think I read that, and that hits it on the neck. Yes. So it's, yeah.
And I believe it's in that area where they thought he was missing, right?
Yeah.
I can't, like, it's like, how could they have missed it all those times? I mean, I guess it's a vast wooded area.
Again, thank you to everyone, the private detectives,
people who search
day in, day out, every weekend.
And this was just like their kind of like, if I remember what Rachel was saying, like they finally got enough money to do a little bit more, and I'm so glad that was worth it. You know what I mean? That they were able to find him and lay him to rest, and then give them all closure.
And his children and Rachel.
Yeah.
But our hearts, our prayers go out to the family because now they have answers, which is good. But then it's also
they have answers as far as his body. I still want to know what happened to him, and I'm sure that they still do.
Right.
So as always, we say, if you know anything, if you see something, say something.
Yes.
It's now that we know where he was found. Interesting.
Yes.
Who was I just talking? Oh, I know. When I was at baby shower yesterday, one of the women that was there was from Tamaqua. And she lives not far from where Jesse was found. And her first comment to me was, coyotes don't kill people. And I said, that's what we read. That's the incidences of a coyote killing a human are very, very minimal. And she goes, I live on a farm out there. She says, and I deal with coyotes. I've dealt with them all my adult life. She goes, and I'm telling you that they did not kill this boy.
No.
Interesting, right?
It is. And also, though, Rachel has turned so much bad into good. So go to her page.
Yeah, find Jesse Farber on Facebook.
Because she posts regularly missing people, unsolved crimes. Yeah. So, I mean, it can help. It can help. Yes.
And it can take, I just admire people that can take a bad situation and they turn it into good.
Definitely.
Because you could become so bitter and, these people that can be like, okay, this happened, but now I'm going to turn this, like, say, into like Megan's Law. Or, these things to help other families in situations like this. And Rachel has done that.
Yeah. So support her Facebook page, please. Yes, Finding Jesse Farber.
Yeah. And so that's.
And support ours too, because we're going to still continue.
So thank you so much for this week, being with us